Hello, and welcome back to the latest edition of Patriot News. I'm Tiana.
And I'm Elijah.
We are back and better than ever. Tomorrow is Veterans Day. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, back in 1918, an armistice was made between the Allied nations and Germany in the First World War.
It was celebrated as Armistice Day, and it became a federal holiday in 1938. The aftermath of World War II, Armistice Day became Veterans Day, a holiday dedicated to American veterans of every war.
In the United States, a wreath ceremony is held each Veterans Day in the Arlington National Cemetery, and parades as well as other celebrations are held across the nation.
Here's a tribute to many brave men and women of the United States military. Enjoy.
Today, you people are no longer maggots. Today, you are Marines.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, ALS, over. Houston, Columbia, navigate, over. Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now.
Well, today, Veterans Day, as we do every year, we take that moment to embrace the gentle heroes of Vietnam and of all our wars. We remember those who were called upon to give all a person can give, and we remember those who were prepared to make that sacrifice if it were demanded of them in the line of duty, though it never was. Most of all, we remember the devotion and gallantry with which all of them ennobled their nation as they became champions of a noble cause.
This Veterans Day, pay tribute to all American veterans. We salute you.
Keeping the Veterans Day theme going, did you know that back on this day in 1775, during the American Revolution, the Continental Congress passed a resolution stating that 2 battalions of Marines be raised for service as the Continental Navy was already formed.
This resolution was drafted by President John Adams and adopted in Philadelphia, created the Continental Marines, and is now observed as the birthplace for the United States Marines.
Today, there are more than 200,000 active Marines divided into 3 divisions stationed at Camp in North Carolina, Camp Pendleton in California, and in Japan.
Each division has 1 or more units ready to serve on short notice. So to honor our military, let's take a look at this.
Move it! Yes, sir! Move that
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
In other news, did you know you can pre-order the yearbook today?
That's right! If you want to pre-order your yearbook, go see Mr. Jones in room 217. Keep in mind that from today through December, the price is $50.
Beginning next semester and until March 1st, the price will be $55. Early ordering can be done in full payments or with a $10 deposit.
Yearbook staff will also be around the school with order forms, so be on the lookout.
This year's version is said to be packed full of awesomeness. Here is a teaser of what will be included in the yearbook. Take a look.
I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna kick my feet up, then stare at the fan.
You've heard the insults in school. Maybe you've been on the receiving end. Perhaps you witnessed it. Or perhaps you're the one delivering the abuse. Bullying is not immune, and effects can be damaging.
10 million students are bullied each year, and it's been found to have a negative impact, including lower self-esteem, depression, and anxiety.
Sports can be both an escape and cause for students being bullied. Taunting, name-calling, and picking on someone in the locker room is a source of bullying, while sports and action sports can be a positive experience for student athletes.
That's why ESPN and the X Games are working to take a stand against bullying. It's called Shred Hate, and they are partnering with a number of bullying prevention programs throughout the United States.
The Shred Hate program will officially kick off in January with X Games Aspen and will continue through X Games Minneapolis in July. For more information, take a look.
Hi, I'm Jack Matrani. You might know me from my years as a professional snowboarder or as host of the X Games. Throughout my career, my friends and I always believed that choosing kindness over hate was the right step to take, which is why I'm excited to announce that this January, X Games, along with some of the biggest names in action sports, are launching a bullying prevention campaign called Shred Hate. Did you know 45% of young people experience bullying before the age of 18? It's time for us all to come together and shred hate. Head to xgames.com/shredhate for more details, and always remember to choose kindness.
Speaking of sports, Mateka has some MHS sports news to share. Take a look.
Moving on, with testing currently ongoing and will continue for the remainder of the school year, Chris, Michael, and Simon went out and interviewed our principals. Here's their take.
As far as underclass goes, it's EOCs, and those are first semester classes, so driver's ed, New Mexico history, and health.
Students need to make sure they get enough sleep, because to come to an exam tired, you're not going to do your best. You're just going to be sleepy, and you're not going to pay attention to really what the question is asking.
I think that these tests do prepare us for example, if you go to college, there's a lot of assessments in college, but also they're important because they're needed for graduation, okay? So there's there's the assessment criteria that you have to meet to graduate.
Good advice. As we wrap up Native American Week today with an assembly, we got to look forward to the Veterans Day Parade. For more, here's Mr. McFarland.
This week we have Native American Week. We go Monday through Thursday. With Thursday, we're going to have an assembly at the end of the day. And then we're going to follow up with a culture week, all cultures, in, I think it's March, April next semester. And we have a big Veteran Day Parade that all of our classes get involved in. So all of our classes will be developing floats for the parade for Veterans Day, which is very important for us. Ms. Spiros and the Student Council is leading that. And we look for a good week upon that. I believe the parade is in the morning, so we're excited about that.
We would like to thank our principals for taking a minute out of their busy schedules to share some important info with us. And speaking of the Veterans Day Parade, here's Mrs. Spiros. Take a look.
Well, Veterans Day Parade is going to be this Friday on the 11th. It starts at 11, mostly. Sometimes they start early. So all our classes, sophomores, juniors, seniors, freshmen, have to have a float, and they need to be at Aztec Theater's area by 10 o'clock, and they should have a float ready to go, and then they'll have veterans. Possibly they might have veterans riding on the float. This year's parade theme is Route 66, because we had a lot of World War I, World War II, Army military transport went through here. So, Route 66.
Now on to some information from the junior class sponsor. Sierra and Orion spent some time with Miss Saldana. Here's a little bit of what took place.
What are some upcoming events that the juniors are sponsoring?
The juniors are doing a parade float for the Veterans Day Parade, and then they're going to be doing a series of buyouts and events December 2nd. I'm not sure what we're selling, but there's stuff to be sold for the whole school. It's going to be basically anybody can sell food day.
Okay. What are some upcoming events for the Spanish Club?
Okay, the Spanish Club will be having a couple of meetings. We just got over the other Los Muertos things. And our big push is going to be in December to collect toys for Manuelito's children's home.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like us to mention on the broadcast about either or?
Yes, support us please, because we all need toys for these children, and we also need money for prom.
Hey Tiana, have you heard about NHS?
No, what is it?
Well, NHS stands for National Honor Society, and it's a club run by Mr. Glovin. Here's Tiana with the scoop.
What is National Honor Society?
Well, the purpose of the organization is to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character for students in our school. It says so right here.
What are the requirements for National Honor Society?
Well, you must have a 3.5 cumulative average or better. The students must donate or volunteer 30 hours of community service. We should start handing out application packets probably around the 1st of December, and then they are due filled out completely by the first Friday after Christmas break.
Now on to the seniors of the month. Our news reporters caught up with our current seniors of the month.
They were asked what it felt like to be nominated and if it motivates them to becoming seniors of the year candidates. Here's Grace and Brian for more.
Senior of the Month. I bet you haven't heard too much about Senior of the Month, but I'm sure you've heard something about Student of the Month. Well, me and Mariah are here to give credit to Seniors of the Month. We talked to Miss Thompson, who is the counselor who pretty much handles all the Student of the Month, Senior of the Month stuff. And she told us who these lucky seniors are. Congratulations to Rita and Max. Was it your goal to be Senior of the Month?
No, it wasn't my goal, but I'm glad my teachers recommended me.
It wasn't my goal either, but I'm happy I am.
Okay, and what do you really think made the teachers recommend you guys?
Stellar grades and motivation.
I think just the way we are in the classroom and generally in the school.
Okay, and are you going to try and be Senior of the Year?
Yes.
Oh, I'm kidding. Yes, I'm going to be trying to be senior of the year.
Well, how do you even become Senior of the Month? Maybe you're looking to be Senior of the Month and you just want to know how to do it. Well, here are a few tips. It has a lot to do with grades. Your GPA can have a major impact on whether or not you become Senior of the Month, maybe even Student of the Month. Also, extracurriculars, like clubs, maybe Mesa or Key Club, those really help your chances too. Participating in community service is good too. Pretty much just being a well-rounded student can really better your chances. Whether or not you become Senior or Student of the Month is up to your teachers. It's a staff vote, so be nice.
Now I'm motivated to be nominated for Student of the Month myself. Best of luck to all the students here at MHS. Work hard and you just might find yourself the next Student of the Month.
Yeah, congrats guys. Now here's a follow-up story from our last episode. It is a season for giving thanks and giving back. That's why all of us here at Patriot News are very excited to be a part of the Gallup Community Food Pantry.
Definitely. So Raven and Kamisha have some news to pass along. Take a look.
Hi. We hope you are enjoying our latest edition of Patriot News so far. We worked very hard to deliver good news stories.
That said, there can't be a better story than giving back and giving thanks.
In last week's episode of Patriot News, we launched the Patriots Paying It Forward theme and are asking you to please bring if any non-perishable food items between now and November 18th.
Please bring it to our broadcasting classroom V131 anytime during the school day. Your donation will be going to the Gallup Community Food Pantry. This is definitely a good cause, guys. So please donate any non-perishable food item today.
Thanks. Now back to you.
Great cause for sure.
For one great cause to another way Patriot News is paying it forward is through the Toys for Tots program. We mentioned this in our last episode as well.
For more, let's listen to what Elsa and Sophia have to say. Check it out.
Here at Patriot News, we're very excited to pay it forward, and we need your help in doing so.
That's right. We are currently having the Patriots Paying It Forward with the Gallup Community Food Pantry, and we are always also accepting donations for the Toys for Tots program as well.
In our last episode of Patriot News, we mentioned how this works. If you would like to participate in this great cause, please bring an unwrapped toy between now and the end of the semester.
Please deliver your donations to our broadcasting classroom, V131. From here, we will be dropping it off at the local Pinnacle Bank.
From all of us here at Patriot News, thank you.
Back to you.
We also have some flyers displayed throughout the school, too. We can't thank you enough.
That wraps it up for this edition of Patriot News. We certainly hope you enjoyed it.
Stick around for the current events outro. And as
always,
always,
go
Patriots!